When you stay at the French retreat, you come in for breakfast every morning to warm, freshly made bread. What could be nicer? You think it's complicated? It's so simple, and I'm going to show you how. 3 minutes. Literally, it's that quick. So as you can see, we start with a bowl of flour. It's 800 grams of flour, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of yeast. And then we add to it wet ingredients. So you've got 600 ml of water or thereabouts, and you add to that just 1 teaspoon, so that's 5 ml of apple cider vinegar, which is what helps the yeast work. You mix it together and stir it up. That literally is it. If you don't believe me, you can just watch me go through it. We use any kind of flour. I mean, basically just supermarket, everyday flour. We don't use ground bread flour. And we stir it all up like that. You can pop in at this stage some sunflower seeds, some sesame seeds, some chopped walnuts, but I'm giving you just the most basic recipe. I'll show you all the ingredients at the end, but literally what you've got in there now is 800 grams of flour, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of yeast, 600 ml of water, and some apple cider vinegar, all stirred up together. And then, I just put a tea towel over the top of it and leave it there overnight. That's all there is to it. Obviously, warmer days it comes out differently than cooler days. But here I am the next morning, just flouring my worktop, same flour as I used yesterday. That's a really classy bag of little flour you've got there. So do the worktop, tip it out. Trying to scrape everything because we don't like waste at the French retreat. So I get it all out. I don't do any touching of it. You see, there's been no kneading, nothing. It really is this simple. So scrape it all out. I don't compress the air out or anything at this stage. So just sprinkling a bit of flour over the top so it's not too sticky. And then I take my bread cutter, slightly out of shot. Sorry about this. This just was done at 6 in the morning with my iPhone propped up on the side. And then I'm going to put it into a flat tray. Knocked it over there, sorry about that. I've divided it into two so it makes 2 loaves, and scrape it gently off the worktop and twist it as it goes in to give it a bit of shape. So onto a baking tray with a piece of baking paper. As you can see, we recycle ours. They last a few times each one. And then because I didn't put any sesame seeds in, and also it just looks pretty, I'm going to put some on the top. They do, of course, go everywhere, but, that's part of the fun, isn't it? And I've already heated my oven up to 220 degrees. So I've got a slightly old oven, so that went on when I woke up. So it's at 220 now, and I've popped it in the oven, and 50 minutes later, pull it out, you have 2 lovely loaves of bread. If you want to see if they're cooked, you can just turn them over and tap them, listen for a nice hollow sound. And there are the ingredients, as I mentioned before: flour, salt, yeast, water, vinegar. That's it.